for the end customer, they're going to see a lot more development in Amazon than they've ever seen, because no one knows Amazon better than the sellers.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So it's Amazon Prime Time,
Prime time.
working title, and we're just going to start talking about some
Amazon
Amazon
Prime
stuff.
Bites.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the last one. You poked around in my brain for a little bit of advertising stuff.
Yeah, that was a fantastic episode.
I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's time I poked in your brain.
All right.
You're the Amazon guy.
I think we're all Amazon guys.
I know,
Yeah.
but you love it professionally and personally. You're always like chipping away, learning stuff,
Buying stuff.
buying stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wowed you about Amazon recently?
Ooh. What's wowed me about? One of the biggest focuses is their attention to the marketplace and seller.
Okay.
So for many, many years, obviously this came out of the antitrust stuff, no doubt.
Yeah.
Amazon was seen as against the seller, right? And sellers were often always seen as rogue people, a bit like the eBay world, just buying and selling stuff from their garage and trying to make a quick buck, right? That was the way Amazon saw it, or they never admitted it, right? That's how the consumers see it. That's the word seller was seen in that way. When in fact, seller varied all the way from in your garage, but that was very much a 5 to 10% of the actual sellers to high-level sellers. Some sellers doing billions and billions of dollars of revenue in the US for sure.
Yeah.
You know, there were sellers that were going public. This is how crazy the model became, where suddenly this was no amateur industry. Now, for years and years, the whole seller universe was seen as no. And Amazon 1P, which is the vendor side, was loved by Amazon, and it was often seen as one against the other.
Yeah.
So sellers became very furious. They would often see accounts termination, suspensions, all of that stuff that we all know about and can be very scary for a seller.
Yeah.
Amazon went through a lot of compliance and antitrust laws where sellers were suing them and everything. So you can't just take our business down.
Yeah.
You know, you're much more than just a company now. You're a platform and all of this stuff.
You're some people's livelihoods.
Literally, a lot of people's livelihoods. So yeah, it became very serious. And Amazon's, some people may say not gone too far, but it's listening. There's a person I follow called Dharmesh Mehta on Twitter. He is the head of Amazon selling partners globally. He's based in Seattle. He's big. He's one of the big voices in Amazon, and he continuously posts about what they're doing for Amazon sellers. In America, they recently did something where they can't just terminate your accounts, stuff like this. They have to work with you. There's a lot coming into this, how they're listening to the sellers through voice of seller. So if we as sellers, and I say we, seller is a big part of the Amazon thing. We operate a vendor seller hybrid here and so on. So it's there. They're listening to us about what they could improve, what they could update. And that whole relationship's improved a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about where that's going. So today, for example, I was talking to you about small and light and how I want something to change.
Yeah.
In the old days of Amazon, they wouldn't have listened to you. No. Whereas these days, they're listening and they will implement. I wanted a new category, no changed. They implemented a brand new one onto Amazon because of what we discussed. And that's what's really impressing me at the moment. It's the fact that Amazon's open to change.
Yeah.
And I think from that will only come good things. It'll go through its teething problems, but for the end customer, they're going to see a lot more development in Amazon than they've ever seen, because no one knows Amazon better than the sellers.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a really interesting angle for it. So yeah, that's what's interesting me the most, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah. How about you?
How about me?
Yeah. What excites you the most?
Do you know what? I got a wake-up call today about the sheer vast size of Amazon.
Uh-huh.
And it's more of a case of, I was shown something, you showed me something very granular. And then what basically happened was it made me zoom out and out and out and out and out and out and out, right? When you say Amazon, people immediately think of the market space.
Yeah.
They don't think about the vast amount of hosting. What was it, 50? A crazy amount of the internet is hosted on Amazon servers.
AWS.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
AWS. But on top of that, they run a lot of computing power for a lot of stuff driven by AI, machine learning. So that's Amazon, right? But again, let's reel things back in. zoom back into the Amazon marketplace that we focus on, it's a marketplace for vendors and sellers. And then when you're selling on it, there's a platform. Well, there's a platform for customers to buy on, and there's a platform for sellers to sell on. There's Seller Central, Vendor Central. Within that, there is a catalog, there's reporting, there's financial stuff. And then within the catalog, there is like a database of information that we can manipulate, either through the online form or what they call flat files. It's just an Excel sheet. And then within that, there's hidden elements of that spreadsheet that you can only access if you ask the right terminology. Right. And so it was this constant thing of like this tiny spec, this tiny Amazon related spec that I kept just zooming away and then zooming back down and zooming away. And we were talking about this, and we were being kind of critical of Amazon, if we're being honest. We're like, it's a big thing. It's a little bit messy. It's a lot messy, if we're being frank. And, you know, like you say, Amazon's doing a great job of trying to clean it up, but it can't. It physically can't anymore. And we were debating whether that's a good or bad thing, because that means people like us exist. It means people like other Amazon agencies exist. And a collaborative effort of just scale of working on this thing because we love this thing. You can deny that you love it, but you still do. It's still something we want to stay in this world. And so collectively, whether you're a consumer, agency, or actually Amazon, you're working on Amazon. You're trying to improve it.
Absolutely.
Just the scale of it blew my mind.
Insane, right? And you're right, when we complain about it, which we do, you know, plenty of people do. And I think the game's changed there, where I'm no longer afraid to say I complain about it. You know, before I'd be like, oh, I don't want Amazon to know about that. But it's
sorry, Jeff.
It's now like, I think they're listening. It's a tougher world, but they're listening and they want to improve. But they need everyone to work. They need everyone's effort. Amazon isn't going to do that tomorrow. And yeah, I completely agree with you. It's exciting. Changing that and fixing stuff and tidying up catalogs, brand names, brand terms, attributes. I can live for that. And that's where it's going.
I think we're about time. But I will refer this to one of my other favorite things in the world, which is Formula One. It's when Sebastian Vettel drove for Ferrari, and people. He was upset at an interviewer, and he goes, you upset me the other day. You said you're not a Ferrari fan. And he goes, everybody is a Ferrari fan. Whether you say or you don't say, everybody is a Ferrari fan.
Right.
Everybody's an Amazon fan. Whether you hate Amazon or you love Amazon, everybody's an Amazon fan.
Indeed. I rarely come across anyone that says they don't shop on Amazon at all.
No, but you will quite commonly hear somebody say, I don't like Amazon.
I avoid Amazon.
I don't like it.
But have they bought something in the last 12 months? They have a Prime membership,
and they get something delivered the next day, same day, within an hour.
Or they ask a family member to deliver it for them.
Shh, you can't do that. You're not allowed.
But fantastic. All right, so see you next time.
What do we call it? Bits o Amazon? Nuggets of Amazon?
Bits of Amazon.
Bits o Amazon.
Oh, I thought you were playing on Bezos, like Bezos Amazon.
Right.
There's something there.
Oh, we called it Prime Time.
We forgot our name and it then be in a couple of minutes.
Working time.
Prime time. There's something that we can change that. So that people know it's a bit. But I like Prime.
Okay.
Prime bit. No.
Prime bit. Prime bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Prime.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Take it.